Alright, we are back. The desk of Dr. Lobato. DDS, please be advised, taking measures to protect my patient, Crispin Whitehead, from psychic intrusion. Even if your name is Coach Iliander, even if I'm currently working to take over the world, doesn't give you the right to recruit away my elevator operator with your psychic powers. So we can't go into his mind.
Sacre bleu! I have been hit!
Yes, you have been hit. I hit you. Sacre bleu. Sacred. What is blue? Because I don't think it's God. Sacre bleu. I've heard that all my life, and I've never once questioned what it means, direct translation-wise. Two guys playing a board game. This is the smallest level there is. One room. Until you actually leap into the board game, then it becomes... I think it's still the smallest level. But that doesn't mean there's not a lot to do. Look at all that. Look at that stuff. Still a tiny level.
What's this? My lazy opponent is actually trying to win? He has sent in reinforcements. Well, well. Then let the game truly begin. Send in my best soldier. You! Destroy that bridge! For France! For France! I hate your stupid bridge. This is how much I hate you! Ha ha! Suck on that bridge! Ah, yes. Now I shall go torment this poor peasant over here. Ha ha!
Oh man, now look. The bridge is broken and I can't move my pieces past it anymore. I quit. Napoleon, you win.
No! Don't forfeit. We're gonna beat you, Mr. Genetic Memory of Napoleon Bonaparte.
Haha! I like your je ne sais quoi, your joie de vivre. Maybe you will teach my long-legged nincompoop a lesson, eh? Alors?
You know, me vowing to beat you does not mean I have any joie de vivre. I can be bitter and lack joy of life and still want to beat anybody who smack talks me. Alright. Anyway. This level is rather unique in that, well, it takes place on a game board. And B, it doesn't have a boss fight. I'm fine with that. Cool bosses are one thing. But, you know, they can change it up a little. I'm just trying to pick up the figments, but there's not that many. Oh, we can even go deeper. We need to go deeper. Because when you go up to a building, you can shrink down and interact on, quote-unquote, normal size. Well, on its size. There we go.
Who's winning?
Nobody's winning. Want to know who's losing? The Bonaparte family name.
Look, I forfeit, okay? You win. Napoleon Bonaparte wins again.
Is that the real Napoleon Bonaparte? I mean the imaginary real Napoleon Bonaparte?
Yeah, I'm actually related to him. Can you believe it?
Shut up! Stop telling people that shameful fact. I don't even want to be here. That when this sad excuse for a Bonaparte lost a simple game of war to a feeble-minded invalid, I just could not take it anymore. I was forced to take control, and I will stay in control until I beat the love of victory into this degenerate swine who dares to call himself a Bonaparte.
No, really, great-great-great-grandpa Napoleon, I do love victory, like, a ton. I love it so much. You can go now, I swear.
Your move.
You know, Crispin is half blind, but that's no excuse for calling him an invalid. In fact, that's pretty cold, Napoleon. It's almost like years and years ago, people weren't as sensitive to the political correctness of blah, blah, blah pudding. Now, I will happily make fun of social justice warriors, but some terms, certain words and slurs just hit me wrong. Alright. I mean, if you watch my playthroughs, until about a year or two ago, I would casually throw around the word retard or retarded, because I grew up saying that. And you know what? used to use arguments like, you know, if they're actually retarded, they don't understand enough to bother. But no, that word gets used on people who don't deserve it.
Carpenter's home?
Go away, burglar.
I'm not a burglar. I'm a recruiter for Fred Bonaparte's army. We're a little light in our corps of engineers, see?
Listen, I know you're a burglar. I've been listening to your footsteps on my roof all night trying to break in. Why don't you just slide down the chimney? I got a nice fire going for you in here, Mr. Burglar.
Okay, if I'm a burglar, then how can I be down here talking to you and up on the roof at the same time?
Maybe you're a ventriloquist.
Listen,
maybe you're
if I go
stupid.
see what's up on your roof and take care of it, will you come out and help fight Napoleon?
Maybe.
Good enough.
Alright. That's as close to preaching as you'll get from me for the day. I don't really have anything else political to discuss. Other than the fact that I'm really glad the guy who twisted the facts to get PewDiePie labeled a Nazi is kind of getting his comeuppance, because he had a whole bunch of racist tweets a few years ago. So, yeah. Some of you may have heard of PewDiePie. If you're my fans, you'll remember he's that guy that I put out a To the Moon playthrough a while back, because almost nobody else had one, and less than a week, well, one day longer than a week after mine came out,
I'm not getting it.
he
That must be out of
did a
range or
playthrough. So, yeah. I kind of killed my one shot at... No, kidding. I am totally kidding. I don't actually blame him at all. He doesn't know I exist.
Hello, I'm recruiting for the army of Fred Bonaparte, and...
Go away! Fred Bonaparte has forgotten the people, and we have forgotten him!
What? Fred loves the people. He was just telling me that some of his best friends are, the people.
He has abandoned us. He doesn't care if we live or die.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to Fred. I'll talk to him, and I'll prove to you that he cares about the common man, and that the fight is not meaningless.
I'll believe it when I hear it from him.
But no, the PewDieMans does not know I exist. He comes from the far-off nation of Scandinavia. And with one line, I have ticked off viewers from Denmark, Iceland, crap. At one point I knew who was technically Scandinavian. Denmark, Poland? Iceland again, Norway. Okay, I'm not really as up on things as I should be. Oh, hello, open. Oh, closed. Open. Don't you close on me, buddy. You'll never see me coming. Stupid guillotine. Oh, I don't want to walk under the guillotine when my... Well, actually, I got the invisibility extension, I think. Have I earned the invisibility extension? I'm not entirely certain. I don't know these things. Jump up. Turn around, cross over. Wow, that's from Dredge. Jump up, turn around, cross over. I'm not even sure if that's the right words. There was a half-remembered song from an unremembered episode of Fraggle Rock.
This guy needs
Seriously, I
a
have no idea what episode it was. But I know it was sung by the Trash Heap. The Trash Heap has spoken. Yeah. Alright, buddy. If I'm gonna hit the right button, I'm gonna blast you. You smelly... Yeah, there we go. Alright, I almost used stronger language than I prefer to. That implied he did things that you should not do with canines. Alright. But I'm not going there. Ooh, slap! 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 Slap it up! Fred! Crispin! Gaming! Playing! Losing! Confusion! Frustration! Insecurity. Lack of self-confidence. Split personality. I'm extrapolating. There's no further pictures in case you're not watching. Because you know what? There's some people who turn on my playthroughs and just listen to the audio while I do other things. And I can't blame them because that's what I do 99% of the time when I watch a playthrough. Unless the game is really gripping or it's at a key development plot point. You know, it's... I watch for the player, not for the... I like the player, not the game. There you go. Most people hate the player, not the game, but I like them. There we go. Boom. Okay, that just sets him on fire. There is a way to stop these assholes. I know there is. Alright, there we go. Okay, you gotta close them down so their turret is not exposed, then light it. So it goes off no matter what they do. And they shake in fear, which is a little morbid.
Got it.
Got it. Alright. There seems to be absolutely nothing in this little guillotine hut other than the figments and things I already grabbed. So let's get the hell out of here. That's not the exit. That's the exit. I knew that. I was just testing you. Good job. You all passed. Oh, ahead. Okay. I guess that's a reasonable figment to find in the basket of a guillotine. Hey, how come pretend water makes me drown? Because the water here will do it, the water in the theater did it. That curse is kind of stupid, all-encompassing. Would I have trouble with the word water written on a page? Hey, fatty!
Sorry, I can't storm Napoleon's stronghold today. Too weak.
Oh, okay. Want me to call a doctor?
No, I'm not sick. I just can't find any decent food around here. An army moves on its stomach, you know. An elite force such as I require an elite cuisine, I'm afraid.
So you're an arrogant crap.
I'll keep on the lookout for some place with good takeout.
Only the best, young lad. I am a Frenchman, and anything but the finest French delicacy might bruise my palate and leave me unable to storm anything, save the vomitorium.
Vomitoriums were Roman. Hey, fun fact, you can make all kinds of jokes about French being snooty about their cuisine, but if I remember correctly, decades ago when the employee, you know, they send people out to scout new locations and pay for land and to get franchises for, you know, franchise businesses, they literally threw things at and drove off the McDonald's representative in France.
Okay,
I mean, as soon as he showed up.
Burglar's gone.
Wow. You're pretty tough for a ventriloquist. Okay, here I come.
Might be an urban legend, I'm not entirely sure, but
Just show me where there's some wood to work on.
even if it is,
and
it's a
I'll
good
go to
story.
town.
Alright, fix the bridge before I kick you in the head, buddy. Do you not see the broken bridge? It's in your line of sight. Ah, I cannot telekinesis the piece. And Fred's arms are tied, and he's too much of a loser to actually try anyway. So, yeah, we have to get up and manually win the game for Fred. Be like, hey there, Fred. I'm going to win the game. Alright, telekinesis to the bridge.
Oh,
Fix
now,
it.
Who went and broke my beautiful bridge? Don't worry, darling. We'll get you fixed up good as new in no time.
You are a little too fixated on that bridge, buddy.
Man, I am good.
Yeah, you're skilled, but when you call a bridge darling, you have issues. I don't even play bridge. Alright, what's in here? You want something, buddy?
Hey, we really need your help out here on the battlefield.
Oh yeah, gotta prove Fred
Did you talk
cares.
to Fred Bonaparte yet?
Oh yeah, that's what I was supposed to do.
Alright, this is the easiest soldier to reassure and gain the services of, because all we have to do is just go talk to Fred. he'll be like, hey, yeah, I care. Here's a note. And then, boom, we're good. We're golden. We're, positive adjective. Man, I am good. I have the words. I have the best words.
Hey, Fred. The problem is people think you don't care.
What? I care.
Then lead them to victory, Milky Toast.
Shut up.
They think you don't care if they live or die.
What do they want from me? A notice on my official stationery that says I'd be sad if they die?
Yep.
Huh.
That'll do it.
That doesn't work.
Let me guess. You give up?
Bingo!
Ha! Another game at which I would surely defeat you.
Hey, you take that little victory if you need it, tiny man.
Hey, Fred just sassed off at Napoleon. Maybe he's getting a little confidence back. But in all seriousness, Milky Toast is a perversion. The word is milk toast, and it's M-I-L-Q-U-E.
Hey, I have an important message from your fearless leader.
Oh my god. He does care. He does. I knew it. Fred Bonaparte is the greatest leader of all time. I can't wait to die for his cause.
Well, you might not die. You might win.
Hey, he's a great leader, but he's still Fred.
Aw. Be nice to Fred.
Okay. Hurl my innocent bones into the cruel machine of war. I'm ready.
How come none of these French well, we've only seen one so far. We also saw the carpenter. I was going to say, how come none of these French peasants are French? Seriously. Not even the head knight who claims to be French sounds French. I mean, you don't have to have a French accent to be from France, I guess. So, I'm being somewhat racist, but no.
Take that!
Die! I kill you!
All soldier deaths in this board game are apparently
I
mutual.
cannot believe it, Fred. You have accidentally done something right.
I have?
Yes, but I'm afraid it's still not enough. More manpower!
Oh, mon Dieu.
I hate bridges! Ah!
The bridge! How will I get to Madison County?
Father, bridge!
Hey, stop killing my bridges. You're making me mad.
Or how will I cross the River Kwai? Or how will I go too far? Or...
Excuse me, Mr. Bonaparte, but how do you play this game?
I'm out of bridge
Game
titles.
is so easy,
And
even a
quotes.
child like you can play it. All my worthless descendant has to do is move a knight piece into the center of my stronghold. Haha, but his knight isn't even on the board. He's hiding out in that house.
Well, maybe he's got a good reason.
And knights are good at storming strongholds, but they are no good at field combat. So he'll also need a strong militia to fight mass soldiers. So you see, it is an easy game, but Fred has already lost it.
Yes,
Not
that's why
this
he's in a
time.
straitjacket.
This time, we're going to
Because he
win.
lost it.
No, we're not.
Fred, shut up.
Shut up, Fred! Alright. Let's see. Hey, buddy. Come out here and fight and die, or I'll kick you in the head. But first, I'm going to take all your figments. Not like you're using them.
Hi. So, now that the guy is gone, I'm recruiting for Fred Bonaparte's army. And Fred really cares.
What's the pay?
What?
This work's hazardous. I want hazard pay.
Well, I could talk to Fred.
Not for me, you understand. It's to take care of my family once I'm killed.
What's all this talk of death? We're going to win.
Yeah, you just come back when you get Fred to pay up.
Man, even the people on his own side are dicks. There is literally no way to win this game without a tiny man going in and interfering with the game. I declare shenanigans. Shenanigans on this. Shame on the people of New York. Sorry. That was an entirely random quote from literally the old Abbott and Costello radio show. I wasn't alive back then, I'm not that old, but I have listened to them. Because it was the episode where they went to New York and Abbott was talking about how, you know, New York was built on the 5 boroughs. And Costello was like, shame on the people of New York building a city on those poor donkeys. No, seriously, look up the Abbott and Costello show. Many episodes are on YouTube. They cross over with other famous people of the era. Like, there's one episode I remember called Lucille Ball's Nylon Stockings. And they were trying to collect nylon for the war effort. And so they have to talk Lucille Ball, you know, I Love Lucy, into giving up a pair of her stockings. It's funnier than it sounds. No, they're from the 20s or 30s or maybe 40s probably, but they are genuinely funny. Bud Abbott and Lou Costello were, well, I'll be honest, I like their radio show better than the movies, just because almost every movie plot, at least their characters' personalities, centered around Costello being a sweet, naive idiot, and Abbott being a douche out to take advantage of him. Alright, anyway, we're probably past the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here while I collect these snails. Thank you very much. Like, comment, or subscribe. Bring bacon. I have no idea if it's like, comment, subscribe, or not. I'm not the boss of you. I don't tell you what to do. And that's just as well, because I have no idea who or where you are or what your situation is, so I wouldn't know what the proper things to dictate for you would be. Hiccup. Would be. Good night, everybody!